Hello and welcome to Tech Post Guides. My name is Ravi Singh and today in this video I will talk about which laptop you should buy in 2018 and what are the hardware specs that you should look for in your laptop before buying it in 2018. So let's get started with this video. Now, choosing a laptop is totally a personal choice of operating system and your usage. You can decide it by simply answering few questions like if you are buying a laptop for gaming or if you are buying a laptop for 3D modeling and video editing. Then count on your budget and also decide if you want more portability or more power. For me, when I bought my laptop, I was looking for a sleek design, lightweight and portable laptop. So I ended up with Dell 7560, which was perfect for me. It was recently launched at that time with i7-7500 processor and 940mx DDR5 4GB graphics card, which was enough for video editing in Premiere Pro. Now Dell has already released a newer version of this called Dell 7570 and it comes with 8th generation Coffee Lake processor, which is almost 40% more powerful than its predecessor Kaby Lake, which currently I am using. Now most of you might have a good idea whether you want to go with a Mac or a Windows operating system. So if you are familiar with Mac OS or Windows, I would suggest you should go with that operating system, but you can also switch from Windows to Mac OS or Mac OS to Windows, and it's not a big deal today as it used to be earlier because all the major and all the apps are available on both the platforms, and if there are some exclusive app for a particular operating system, there are some alternatives for that program on the another operating system which works similarly. But the biggest factor these days in deciding which laptop you should go with, which brand of the laptop you should go with, is the support system. And that's another reason why I chose Dell. They have a superb on-site service and they are very quick with their services. But that should not end up just there. Question yourself if any of your friends or family member uses a Mac OS or Windows laptop. Also, if you are a student, does your school help desk provide any support for the operating system you are choosing? And also, if you are into a company, for example, one of my friend is an export company and his company doesn't provide any support for Mac OS, so he has to buy a Windows laptop. So also check out with your company if they provide support for the operating system that you are going with. Alternatively, as more and more tasks can be accomplished with the use of web applications, you can also look at the Chromebooks. They are really nice, by the way, and you can check out by following the link given in the description. Now let's talk about the specs that you should consider in 2018 before buying a laptop. The number one is the processor. It's end of the 2017 and 2018 has already started. The processor is the brains of the computer and it can affect the life of your system and the performance significantly. So choose a good processor. If you have a good budget, do look for a laptop which is powered by either 7th or 8th generation CPU. The 8th generation CPU from Intel is now a quad-core processor and is 40% much faster than its predecessor Kaby Lake, as I told you earlier. So it's better to go with the latest generation processor for better performance and better life of your system. Also, they consume very less power to operate. So ultimately they will also give you longer battery life and battery backups. Now the next thing you should look is the display. Now display is the part that you will interact with the most. So look for a good display, preferably an IPS display, not below than that. Because IPS displays are very common these days and are widely available on most of the laptops. So you can easily get one. And if you are into graphic editing and video editing or image editing, display matters a lot. So the best display that I can suggest is the MacBook, and also MacBook is the first choice of designers. So if you are into designing, go for a Mac, and if budget is an issue, go with a Windows laptop, but look for a IPS display at least. Now the next one is the RAM. Now RAM The latest generation of RAM for home computing is DDR4. So look for a laptop which comes with DDR4 RAM, and most of the laptop, if you are buying a laptop powered by a 7th generation processor or the 8th generation processor, you will get a DDR4 RAM installed in it, and you can easily upgrade with additional RAM, because these laptops comes with 2 RAM slots. And you can buy, if you are buying a 7th generation processor, you can't upgrade it more than 2133 megahertz DDR4 RAM. And if you are buying a 8th generation processor, they support RAMs up to 2400 megahertz of frequency. So higher the frequency, better the performance of the system, and the multitasking will be much faster. Also, before buying a new RAM, you should look at the CL number, which is the latency of the RAM. The lower the latency, the better the performance of the RAM, and the faster is the processing for any task which is currently running on your system. Now the next thing you should look is the storage. It's 2018 and most of the laptops are coming with dual drive options, and if you are looking at sleeker models and lightweight laptops, they are already coming with SSDs. So if you are buying a laptop in 2018, SSD is the must. SSDs are NAND flash storage drives that can store your data just like your hard disk drive, but at a much higher speeds. SSDs can give you a read and write speeds up to 3 gigabytes per second, and I'm talking about the NVMe SSDs. But if you have a SATA SSD in it, that's also good enough, because they can provide you a read and write speed of up to 500 MB or more. So look for the SSDs on your system, and if there are any options with dual drives, go for it. Just replace the SATA drive with a new SSD and your system which will be much faster. For example, I'm using my laptop, it has a dual drive option, so the M2 storage has the macOS installed in it, and I have purchased 850 EVO for 11,500, and I installed the Windows on it. So currently I'm running 2 operating systems on 2 different SSDs, and both loads much faster. All the programs, games, everything runs perfectly fine, and performance is just amazing. Now last but not the least are the ports. Now people sometimes ignore the ports, the generation of the ports, obviously not all the ports, but in 2018 you should look for Type-C port. That too you should consider generation 2. Now companies are playing this gimmick with the customers. They are mentioning that their laptop has a Type-C port, but you should read if it's a generation 1 or generation 2. The USB 3.1 generation 1 Type-C or Type-A port can provide a speed equivalent to USB 3.0 Type-A port. So there's no difference in the speed, only the port changes, for which you will have to buy a new cable, Type-C to Type-C, so that's another expense, but the speed you are getting is same as the USB 3.0. So there's no point of buying a laptop with USB 3.1 generation 1 Type-C port. Instead, paying extra for that port for a laptop with USB-C type port generation 1, you should go with a USB 3.0 Type-A port, because both port practically provides same speed. But if a laptop has a Type-C port, USB 3.1 generation 2 Type-C port particularly, or USB 3.1 Type-A port, you should definitely go with it, because it provides 10 Gbps of speed. So just make sure you read through all the configuration of your system, if your ports are latest generation ports, and not some newer generation with older generation speeds. So that's all in this video, and I hope this video is going to help you in deciding which laptop you should go for after considering your operating system, your purpose of buying a laptop, and what are the hardware specs you should look for. So if this video helps you out in any case, hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. I'll be back with a new video soon, and you can read this whole post on my blog techpost.org. The link is in the description. I've also listed some of the laptops, and I'm soon going to upload a new post about the best laptops you can buy in 2018 on my blog post, so look out for that. And thanks for watching. Have a wonderful time.